welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and today I'm going to be doing kind of a different video than I normally do. It is a long time coming. I've been telling you guys I'm going to be doing a budget with me for a very long time now, but we are finally here and doing it. It has just been crazy town in my life. If you are new here, every single week I do cash envelope stuffings. I recently paid off over $6,000 in credit card debt, and now I'm just working towards my emergency fund, savings, and also building up my investment portfolio. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So this is going to be my budget with me for July week 3. Already did my cash stuffings for weeks 1 and 2. So up here, this is my paycheck amount. This is actually not what I got paid. I already deducted. I had a little bit of a credit card I had to pay off. My 401k has already been deducted, as well as health insurance. So this is the remaining amount. Just for personal reasons, I don't like to let you guys know what my full paycheck is, but this is around what it looks like. So paycheck amount is $1,000. So the very first thing that I do is I make sure that my bills are accounted for and they're up to date. So this is my weekly bill amount. So rent $183, car $63. Y'all, EveryPlate was $45. I forgot to cancel it. So now I accidentally got charged $45, and so I'm just gonna have to make do with it. But that did come, that did hit my credit card account. Gas this week is $20. If you didn't know, I am a work from home employee, so I really, as bad as it is, I don't really get out there that much. I don't go a lot of places unless like it's a grocery store or to the gym or something like that. So only putting $20 in there this week, which isn't a lot with these nasty gas prices that we're seeing recently. Next thing I always look for is I make sure that my investments are accounted for. So I do put $100 into my high yield savings account, and that's building up my emergency fund. So right now I'm sitting at, I just actually hit the 3,000 mark, and I did put $200 from my savings challenges into that. So now I'm at 3,200 in my high yield. And then I also do SoFi Invest, and I put $50 in there every single week. And then I also do M1 Invest. M1 Invest is really exciting because it's actually a dividend portfolio. So I'm trying to build this up so eventually when I'm older, I get money from my dividends, not just from my regular income or my 401k. Obviously that takes a lot of time, so that's why I'm trying to build it up right now while I can. And the market is down right now. So I just increased this by $25 for now. This is not going to be as much as I'm going to be putting into it in the future. But since the market is down, I want to make sure I capitalize on that as much as possible and put as much money in there as I can. I will have the referral link for M1 in my description box below if you guys are interested in checking it out. I believe there are a few rules for money that you get, but I think that if you sign up using my code, you get some money, and so do I. So if you're interested in that, I'll have it linked down below. But I love M1. It's so easy to use, user-friendly. So I did not account for any of my credit cards here. So it'll show the leftover amount as $464. So that is what I'm working for my cash stuffing. The rest of this just stays in the bank because I find that easier. A lot of people take it out and stuff that weekly, but these are bills that come out every single month. So I just feel like it's easier to leave it in my bank account personally, but to each their own. So groceries is up first. Since EveryPlate was $45 this week, I'm actually going to put $85 in there just because I like to be up to $130, which I believe that's $130. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. My math might not be good on the spot. Let's see, 45 plus 85 is $130. So I'm going to put whatever is left over from EveryPlate into my groceries. So next up is Stock Up. So this is a new envelope that I recently added, And this envelope is to account for trips to like Costco, or if I get anything in bulk, I'm going to take it out of the stock up fund, just because I feel like recently I've been digging into my groceries envelope for that. And it doesn't really make sense if I get something that's going to last for a month or two to take it out of my groceries envelope. So separate envelope for that. And that's going to be getting $10 this week. I wanted to put 20 in there, but sometimes you can't. Other things come in the way. So spending, I'm gonna give myself 50 this week, just because there's a few other envelopes that I have to put more money into, and frankly, I just can't afford to give myself any more than 50. So nails is going to be getting $15. I like to stuff $15 every single week, because that comes out to $45. So that's just enough to cover. Sometimes I'll stuff more, it just depends. So next up is makeup, and that's going to be getting $10 this week. There's nothing that I really need right now. So, I mean, I never buy new makeup for myself, y'all. It's so funny. I work from home, so I got ready today for the first time, I think in a month. Like I haven't done my full makeup, freshly washed hair, freshly done hair in like a month, which is really sad, but I don't know, it makes you feel so good. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So next up is buffer, and I just put my 4 extra ones here, just because it's easy. I don't really need a lot in buffer right now. So this is the heavy hitter here. So health is actually getting 100 this week. And that is because I had a couple of doctor's appointments last week actually that I had to pay more than expected for. So that came out to around $98. So I'm just going to put $100 in my envelope this week and take it out just to account for that change. Which is really unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you just need to go to the doctor and get it taken care of. So I'm just grateful that I could even afford that in the first place. So next up is household, and I usually put 20 in household every week. I usually spend it. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I build it up, but it seems when I buy anything for the house, I tend to go on a craze and buy a bunch of stuff, which is not good. I do not recommend that, but that's what tends to happen. I don't think I have anything in there right now. So I need to start building that up again. So next up is hair. Hair is getting 20. I did have to spend a little bit of that this week, so I need to build it back up a little bit. So Christmas is getting 20. I told myself that I was going to stuff $20, at least $20 every single week now until Christmas, because I'm near $500 and I really need to be at 1,000. So it needs to be more of a focus point than what I have been doing recently. So car is getting 20. I feel like I haven't stuffed more than $10 in there in weeks, so I figured it needed a little bit more than that just to help bump it up a little bit. Vacation is getting 20. My boyfriend and I might go on a trip, so usually I put 5 or 10 in there, but I think I also need to start beefing that up a little bit if we decide to go on that trip. Gifting is getting 10 this week. That's a pretty standard amount, nothing coming up that's too crazy. My mom and brother's birthday is in August, and then my dad's birthday is in January, and my boyfriend's birthday is in February, so I'm gonna have to take some from there in, I guess, a couple of weeks now, and then I'll have to deduct in January and February. So I think I have around 160 in there right now, so we're sitting good for the time being. So next is aesthetics. That's just getting $10. Nothing coming up there that I need to be aware of. Extra savings. So I told you guys that I wanted to stuff my savings challenges a little bit more this week. So I know I have leftovers from last week in my envelope. So I only put 20 in there because I know I'm going to have that rollover, which I'm going to put towards my savings challenges. So, but I'm glad that I get to stuff those this week. I'm so excited. So luxury, it's getting 5. I didn't have a bunch left over to stuff into luxury, so that's why it's only getting 5, but that's just kind of like a fun envelope, nothing important that I need to stuff for there. Taxes isn't getting anything. Business is getting 15. I am saving up for a camera, but there's no timeline there. So 15 is good for now. House is getting 10. And this is a really exciting one. This is my first time stuffing house, and this is different than household. And that house is going to be for my house savings. We are looking to buy a house in the next 3 years or so. Just really depends on the market. But as you guys know, the down payments are really expensive and all of the closing costs. So figured I would get started on that. I know $10 is not a lot, and I probably need to be putting more in there, but right now it's all I can afford. So be it. Subscriptions is getting 20, and that's the last one. And that is it for my budget with me. I did figure out the amounts before I went into this video, just because I do a lot of like playing around with the numbers, and I figured you guys would just want like a clear and concise explanation of what I'm putting into what envelopes. I'm not going to do this on camera, but I usually fill out this denomination form, and then I take a picture of that and I bring that to the bank with me to hand to the teller. But yeah, that is it for my budget with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, if you're interested in this content, please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button. But I will see you guys next week. Bye!